forgot. I'm not supposed to get away carrying. I'm here to like bring you the news, but sometimes I just sit down and playing the guitar is really fun. And what an odd coincidence that what just morphed right there was kind of unplanned. But that's the way it goes. It is October. Uh-oh. I'm gonna guess it's the 16th. Got it. I hope. I hope everybody's had a good transition into fall. We're talking big rains on the way to California here. Maybe not for a few more weeks, but we're getting pretty excited about that. I even had to break out one of my slightly heavier shirts, one you don't see too often anymore, because it's more the winter type one. Extra layer of thread in this or something. So let's see. I don't have a lot of different things to talk about. I'll run through what happened today. I'm going to play a couple of things that I'm toying with the idea of doing lessons on. So we'll get to that. Sort of a long story behind that. Well, no, a very short story behind that one. One of my star students came in the other day, and I said, he was listening to, had his iPod on. I said, "Hey, what do you listen to?" And he said, "Oh, an album by Tommy Emmanuel." And I thought, "Oh, well, what's going on there?" And so we dialed up a few tunes, and this turned out to be one of Chris's favorites. He says, "Oh man, that's such a cool song." And we watched it for a while, and I thought, you know what? I think you can play all this. Let's so. Too bad I didn't have the fly on the wall camera running for this one, because pretty much in 40 minutes or so we broke down everything that Tommy was doing in there. Well, anyway, okay, different story, but maybe we'll get to a lesson on that one. Very cool tune though. Of course, done with a flat pick, which makes it a little bit more the little hybrid technique. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. A couple great things on the forum. One of the songs that we did this week was, as Bart pointed out, coincidentally, a cool 12-string song. And that was Thrasher. Very easy song, and it sounds much better on. Hopefully, Bart will upload. Bart, you there? A video of him playing it on, of you playing it on a 12-string, and then everybody could hear how it sounds. It'll sound just like Neil. You know, well, the other Neil. Put the capo at the second fret, play your C chords, do a few little hammer-ons in there, sing the song. Really cool tune. Let's see. What else? Oh, Chaz, longtime member. Nice to see all the sentiments going on there, and like I think I said in my post, I hope someday to see you face to face. Maybe you could swing a trip to one of our camps in the next couple of years, or maybe I'll head out to that part of the world someday. You never know. I'm going to venture as far as Santa Cruz today. That's sort of like on the way, I think, isn't it? It's in the right direction. So, let's see. Some interesting songs this week. Thanks to Vanessa, an Eagles tune, "Try and Love Again." The Beau Brummels that I just played a little bit of there. Another. Not sure if we're going to get to any more Beau Brummels tune. That may, but I figured once I did one, I had to do the other. That were their two hits from 1965. And what else did we have? We had Ed working on Hula Blues, although it wasn't until this week he came in and we actually played it, but last week it turned into a whole discussion more about swing and triplets and stuff like that. So I hope somebody got some. Let's see, and I think I stopped that one before it got way too out of hand. We talked about all kinds of other really bizarre things, and then got to the. Got that started, so that lesson will probably take another couple weeks to finish up, but it's not going to be that hard to play. As I mentioned in the lesson, that we're going to have a reasonable way to play that middle part without the. I think in the lesson I referred to these as trills, and they're not. So I use the term incorrectly, kind of intentionally, because if I use the real term, people would not know what I'm talking about. So we'll leave that as a trivia question for today. If I do that or this, which is what happens in there, there's a whole bunch of those in there. What are they? What's the official name for that little ornament? The last thing I want to talk about, because I'm going to keep this a little shorter today, because I got a couple of other things I want to show you what I'm thinking about for future lessons. But was a question that just came up this morning about the chords to God Only Knows, and it'd be really easy for me to put together a chart of that. I think I will add it to the lesson. And it would be a simple thing of just keeping a little strumming thing going. The difficult part with this, I think, would be this. And that might be all we do is play that instrumental part. Yeah, I think we want to do then a G in the bass. And then we just have to figure out something to do here. Anyway, it just never occurred to me to even think about putting together a strummable version of that song, but since you asked, I think I'm going to get to it. So, great question. Okay. See, I first heard this song about 40 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago. My old partner, Joplin and Sweeney, Greg Berger, used to play it. So, that's one little thing, sort of on a side burner. So I may get to that one too. So a couple of little teasers. If you like the idea of me pursuing those a little bit more, let me know. Uh-oh, how's that go? What's it called? Looper's Corner. No, that's Why I Duck. Of course. I gotta go back and practice. Let's see, I think that's it. There was a little bit of news from camp about the camps this week, and we have moved the California dates to Monday through Friday, in case anybody didn't see that on the forum. We're just going to start it 2 days earlier, and we'll have a lot more info on that, hopefully out in a week or two. But if you're thinking about coming to our California camp, it will start on Monday, August 29th, and end on Friday, September 2nd. And then we are still working on the plans for the Europe camp. We'll have a lot more details on that in a couple of weeks too, but those dates are pretty well set too, and I can't remember what they are. July 26th to the 31st probably. That's going to be a Tuesday to Sunday. Okay. Okay, back to the blues. See you next week.